It all started on Wednesday, September 28th. Welcome back. Hello, friends. Today is Sunday. I just got out of church just a little while ago. Decided to take the longer route home so that I could get a walk in on this beautiful sunny Sunday because it is absolutely gorgeous out. Okay, so I apparently, that's my friend's mom that just drove by, and actually she just backed out of her driveway, and apparently I scared her thinking that I was going to keep walking, but you know, I'm very observant when it comes to cars, a lot more than drivers, I'll be honest. And I was like, she's like, you scared me. I said, I stopped first. I said, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I stopped first. Anyways, I decided to take the longer route home. There is a shorter way to do it, and I got there just fine taking the shorter way. But considering it's such a beautiful day, I was like, take in the sunshine and fresh air while you can. Because tomorrow, for a good chunk of the day, if not all day really, it's supposed to rain. So I'm going to be trapped inside all day tomorrow. Good morning. Good morning. Bright and early. It is 8:45 in the morning and I am wide awake. There's maintenance going on outside. They usually try to do it early in the morning if it's not raining. Anyways, I'm wide awake. Happy Monday. Today I have quite a busy day. I want to try to squeeze in a walk because it said it was supposed to rain today. I want to try to squeeze in a walk. Then I have to go to the pharmacy once they open. And then later this afternoon I have my therapy appointment. So it's gonna be a productive, busy day for sure. Okay, it is practically 9 a.m. Wearing all red today, if you guys can see that. Wait a minute. See, I'm wearing red today, sweatpants, my Kuroga Lake t-shirt. This is really the only red other than a thermal shirt that I have. I am going to go for a walk. I'm going to bring an umbrella with me just in case. And then when I come back, I'll get the morning started with eating. But right now it's too early to eat. Maybe I'll grab a banana actually. Oh my god. It is cold enough out here. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but it's cold enough out here that you can still see your breath when you're talking. It's like, not even above 40 right now. And I think the high today is only not even 60. It's supposed to be pretty chilly this week, but it is mid-October after all. But it's cold. It's chilly this morning. But here it is. My favorite part of all things fall. Walking when there's leaves on the ground. Look at that. Okay, it is now 10:54. I've been home for a little while importing footage. I'm about to start editing a personal channel video to get that up for you guys. I did need a break from posting over there, and I tell you the reason why in that video. Currently, I am sipping on the last of my hot chocolate. I came home and made a nice hot cup of hot chocolate because I was a little cold. It's a little chilly out. I told you guys earlier when I was outside it was really cold. Don't know if you guys can tell on the bottom here, but last year, was it last year? I think it was the year before, for my 24th birthday, my sister and I did a painting together. I think she got these from the place that used to be Color Me Mine, but it's called the Pottery Barn, and I picked out this mug to paint, and I painted it myself. And then on the bottom it has my initials, just to know that it's mine, for when they shipped it off, to know that they go with my sister when she went to pick them up. With it being almost 11 o'clock, that means that I have 2 more hours until my appointment, so I made actually really good time being outside when I was outside in order to get the fresh air and the exercise that I like to get. I warmed myself up. I'm currently wearing my pig slippers to warm my feet up because my feet were a little cold from being outside. Had some hot chocolate, had some blueberry toaster waffles. Went to the pharmacy, got that taken care of. The rain did taper off for a little bit, but it looks like it's, like I said, supposed to be raining pretty much the entire rest of the day until late tonight, if not early tomorrow morning, I think. But then it's supposed to stop. For waking up at 8:45 in the morning, I'm actually not too tired. I actually was able to get a lot done. A walk, went to the pharmacy, and, editing and all of that jazz. While I sit here, I can pull open the personal channel content to put in the video to finish editing. I'm gonna leave that video as raw as possible. I'm gonna leave that as raw as possible only because I'm not really saying much. I am saying the reason why I took a break for 2 weeks, but I just want to leave it as natural and raw as possible to get you guys to the point. We also, I hope you enjoyed that little music rendition. I was bored, but we did some decorating for Halloween. I'm not going to show you the full one because we don't have all the decorations up just yet. I'm currently staring at our spider web that still needs to go up. The spider web has to go up, and a few more inside items, but we're also a couple of things outside, but we're waiting to do that. Alright, I am currently uploading the personal channel video as well as editing this current vlog, so I have a lot of work cut out for me today. Looks like the rain has tapered off, but as I mentioned, later this afternoon it's supposed to pick back up. We actually just turned our heat on for the season. Today is October 17th. We normally would wait a little later. We always try to do mid-October, sometimes even Saved by the Airplane. We always try to wait until mid-October, sometimes even November 1st. But my mother came down and told me that she was very cold. There goes our heat. It just turned back on. Our heat will turn on periodically, just like every other person's heat in the world. Our heat stays at 68 degrees, which may seem cold to some people, but it works for us. I wanted to show you guys some of our Halloween decorations. We have this cute little cat that when it's dark, the shadow shows and actually shows something really creepy. And then we have this kind of it's like a solar powered Minnie Mouse switch thing that actually, if you listen, that clicking noise can actually get really annoying. And then if you guys remember from one of my most recent vlogs, I talked about these. My mom got these online and they're just super cute decorations. And then we have our skeleton guy with skeleton jewelry. You've got it, Mr. Skeleton. Looking all fancy. This is what I was talking about with the spider web not being put up just yet. We haven't put this up yet, but here is my therapy setup. I am currently just waiting for her to show up. They always say to show up 5 minutes before, so I'm just waiting here for her. Sometimes she won't come right away at 1 o'clock. Sometimes it'll take an extra 5 minutes. It just depends on her connection. So I just have to, like I said, wait it out. This is technically the waiting room. Hey, how are you? It's a little wet out there. It's wet. Yeah, it's been raining. As you can see, I have a sweater on because actually we just turned our heat on for the season. Because it's gonna get, this week at night it's supposed to be very cold. It's supposed to be super cold. It all started on Wednesday, September 28th. So I had to get my flu shot. And I'm sitting there waiting. It literally takes 5 minutes, sitting there minding my own business. Now, usually I'm very, very talkative. I sit down. Isaac asks me, "Are you nervous?" I was like, at first, I was like, it's a flu vaccine. I get a flu vaccine every year. It's 5 seconds. Put the needle in my arm, give me a Band-Aid, call it a day. It's the nurse or whoever it is just reminds you, relax your arm, make sure you're nice and relaxed so that the needle will go in nice and easy. This gentleman doesn't do that. Like, this guy does not do that. Funny is last year I'm very good with dates. On the 26th, so Black Friday last year, I received my COVID booster shot from them. They're, again, right across the street. Really convenient. So, but that was nothing. Well, are you nervous? And I'm like, it's a flu vaccine. And he goes, well, you're not looking at me. You're not looking at it. And so I think what really affected me the most was the fact that I mixed up the date, making them feel like they're rushing to do this on this particular day, even though he said a different day. So I like I said, I really could have waited, but I was literally just like, it's the end of September. It's about time you do it. As we speak, my leg is spazzing. Because this is like the 5th time I've brought up this situation to people, but now I really wanted to bring it up with you because you're my therapist. Like, come on, let's bring this on. And what really caught me off guard, like, to be brutally honest, was the fact that the date was mixed up. The fact that I felt like they were rushing so that they could do it on this particular day, and the fact that I'm just gonna unplug this. I don't feel like dealing with my headset.
Shoot, I don't know if I can hear you.
Alright, to end this vlog, it is now 1:50 p.m. My session is over. You guys got a small insight before the camera filled up. From this whole experience, I can say that it was definitely a learning curve, but I've also been told and also lived by this saying, if we don't make mistakes, how are we going to learn? The only way we're going to learn is if we don't try and if we don't make mistakes along the way. And, like Sarah said, we're all human. We all make mistakes. And nobody's perfect. This situation alone definitely taught me to, not always dwell like I used to. Not always dwell. But always look for the light, if you will. Look for the light, look for the positive. And like I said, there was something definitely positive out of the situation, meaning I was able to look past it, we were able to joke about it, and now it's funny to me now. It's actually super hilarious. Joke about it all the time. that's what I learned throughout this whole situation. That is what I learned. That we are all human, and we all make mistakes, and we all have to learn from them, pick up the pieces, and definitely put on, a clearer path, if you will. Anyways, I'm going to go on ahead and wrap up this vlog. If no one's told you today, you guys are awesome. You're doing a great job. You guys are amazing. Like always, I'll see you next time.